Hey guys, wanted to talk about cholesterol and ASCVD risk. Exciting stuff, very important stuff. A lot of men, especially, are dealing with these topics and issues. And I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. I think that these are topics I cover in my Bonos Health and Demand Better podcasts broadly, and touch on the fact that the medical system is trying its best to keep us alive. And there's a big difference between lifespan and health span. And as we have more information almost every day, week by week, month by month, we get more and more refined and navigate through and change our minds about what is actually driving us to better decisions. So one of the big things, I'm meeting with my cardiologist tomorrow. I'm turning 42 this year. My father died of a heart attack at 41. Multiple factors involved, right? I talk about this in my chapter of the Healthy for Life book that recently published, if you want to check that out. I wanted to bring this back to some very useful things for testing your cholesterol. Becoming your own advocate. That's what these channels hopefully provide. That's hopefully why you guys tune back in, so we can give you more useful tools. So some things, if you haven't gone past just HDL and LDL, and then VLDL gets calculated into your total cholesterol, there's a lot more to the conversation than that. There's lipoprotein A. There's calcium score. There's actually a very good calculator that you can go to the American College of Cardiology, or you can just Google ASCVD, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease risk calculator. So I put all my numbers in, and you do blood pressure, total cholesterol, a couple of other things, and it gives you your percent risk, and it says, based on all that and the research that they have, if your risk is above 7.5%, that's when they recommend statins. Now, my risk was only 2.5% based on everything that we put in. I might play with it a little bit more, but the point is, not a lot of people even know. I didn't even know about this calculator until this morning. I talked to a lot of other clinicians and experts in the field. Calcium score, again, is a big one to look at. Very easy test to get. ApoB is another test worth factoring in. Some of the people I listen to, Dr. Rhonda Patrick, Dr. Peter Attia, a bunch of different health experts, Dr. Huberman. So all the people in the kind of health space, but there's also tons of actual clinicians out there working with patients, trying to do their best. So we're putting the science together with the practicality. And bottom line is, I personally want to avoid a statin as long as possible and continue to modify lifestyle factors as much as I can to fight against my genetics. So again, this is a complex conversation. I'm not giving medical advice. I want to be very clear. So if you want to check in with your situation or just the concept, or especially if there's a man in your life going into his 40s, 50s, and so forth, and battling with the decision to maybe go on statins, it's a big conversation that I think sometimes can be oversimplified, and I just want everyone to have, before I make any further decisions on this, I want everyone to have the best information available. So I'm going to keep pursuing that and hopefully sharing that with you guys, and peace.